So you think you've got it bad? Ever had one of those days where nothing seems to go right, and you feel like the universe is conspiring against you? Well, let me tell you, your bad day has nothing on the life of a Tasmanian tiger. Try being a Tasmanian tiger. These poor creatures had it rough from the get-go. Ever had a day where you just feel like a total misfit? Imagine feeling like that every single day of your life. The Tasmanian tiger was the ultimate misfit in the animal kingdom. Well, buddy, let me tell you about the Tasmanian tiger. Talk about bad luck. These guys were misunderstood, mistreated, and ultimately they paid the price for it. Imagine being stuck with a name that's a total identity crisis. Tiger? Not even close. They were more like a dog with stripes, and that just confused everyone. More like a dog with an identity crisis who got hold of a zebra costume. And those stripes? They were both a blessing and a curse. Poor guys never stood a chance. They were hunted, misunderstood, and ultimately driven to extinction. But hey, life's not all about looks, right? Except, for the Tasmanian tiger it kind of was. Their appearance made them stand out in all the wrong ways. Their stripes, while super stylish, made them stand out like a sore thumb. In the wild, blending in is key to survival, and these guys just couldn't catch a break. Their stripes, while unique and beautiful, made them easy targets for predators and hunters alike. Not exactly ideal when you're trying to avoid becoming someone's lunch or worse, a museum exhibit. Not exactly ideal when you're trying to avoid becoming someone's lunch or worse, a museum exhibit. They were constantly on the run, trying to survive in a world that just didn't understand them. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to take a wild ride through the tragically hilarious life and times of the Tasmanian tiger. From their misunderstood identity to their ultimate demise, it's a story that's both heartbreaking and oddly amusing. You might want to grab a tissue, or a laugh track. Either works. Because the story of the Tasmanian tiger is one that will make you laugh, cry, and appreciate the quirks of nature all at the same time. Okay, let's get this straight. The Tasmanian tiger, or thylacine if you want to get all scientific, wasn't a tiger at all. Shocker, right? These guys were marsupials like kangaroos and koalas, which means they had a handy pouch for their little ones. Talk about convenient. Now where did these striped wonders hang out? Well, the clue's in the name, folks. Tasmania. This little island off the coast of Australia was their stomping ground. They roamed the forests and plains, probably wondering why their names were so confusing. Being a Tasmanian tiger was no walk in the park. These fascinating creatures, also known as thylacines, roamed the wilds of Tasmania with their distinctive stripes and unique features. First off, imagine having a pouch, much like a kangaroo, but for a carnivorous predator. This pouch was used to carry their young, providing them with protection and mobility, and jaws that could open ridiculously wide. Talk about an overachiever. These jaws could open up to 80 degrees, allowing them to catch and hold onto their prey with incredible strength. But alas, all that coolness came with a price. Despite their impressive physical traits, they faced numerous challenges in their environment. See, those impressive chompers weren't so great for chewing. Their teeth were designed more for gripping and tearing rather than grinding, which made eating a bit tricky. They mostly just snapped shut, which made mealtime a bit of a choking hazard. This meant they had to be extra careful while eating to avoid any mishaps. And don't even get me started on the competition. The Tasmanian tiger had to constantly compete with other predators for food and territory. Dingoes, those wild Aussie dogs, moved in and stole their thunder and their food. The arrival of dingoes on the Australian mainland added another layer of difficulty for the thylacines. And as if life wasn't tough enough, humans decided to join the party. With the arrival of European settlers, the Tasmanian tiger's habitat was encroached upon, and they were hunted relentlessly. They brought sheep, which the tigers occasionally mistook for a tasty snack. Big mistake. This led to conflicts with farmers who saw them as a threat to their livestock. Farmers weren't too keen on sharing, and well, let's just say things didn't end well for our striped friends. The combination of habitat loss, competition, and human persecution ultimately led to their tragic extinction. Section 4, Gone but Not Forgotten, the sad truth about the thylacine. So here's the sad part. Thanks to a perfect storm of bad luck, habitat loss, and let's be honest, some pretty bad PR, the Tasmanian tiger went extinct. The last known one, Benjamin, died in a zoo in 1936. Talk about adding insult to injury. It's a real heartbreaker, especially when you realize we could have done things differently. But hey, hindsight is 20/20, right? The important thing is we learn from our mistakes. This Section 5. Why should we care about a stripy dog thing from forever ago? Okay, so maybe the Tasmanian tiger story isn't the most uplifting. This unique creature, also known as the thylacine, roamed the wilds of Tasmania, Australia, and New Guinea. It was a remarkable animal, with its distinctive stripes and dog-like appearance. Unfortunately, due to hunting, habitat destruction, and disease, the last known thylacine died in captivity in 1936. But there's a valuable lesson here, folks. The extinction of the Tasmanian tiger serves as a stark reminder of the impact humans can have on the environment and the species that inhabit it. It's a call to action for all of us to be more mindful of our actions and their consequences. We share this planet with some pretty amazing creatures, from the tiniest insects to the largest mammals. Each one plays a crucial role in the ecosystem, and their loss can have far-reaching effects. It's our responsibility to protect these animals and their habitats. And it's our job to make sure they don't go the way of the thylacine. Conservation efforts, wildlife protection laws, and habitat restoration projects are all essential in preventing further extinctions. We must learn from our past mistakes and take proactive steps to ensure a better future for all species. By remembering the Tasmanian tiger and the mistakes we made, we can try to do better for the future. This means supporting conservation organizations, advocating for stronger environmental policies, and educating others about the importance of biodiversity. We can try to do better for the future, who knows? Maybe one day, with a little luck and a lot of hard work, we can bring back the stripes. Advances in genetic research and cloning technology offer a glimmer of hope that we might be able to resurrect extinct species, like the thylacine. Who knows? Maybe one day, with a little luck and a lot of hard work, we can bring back the stripes. And this time we'll make sure they stick around. But even if we can't bring back the thylacine, we can still make a difference by protecting the species that are still with us. We can bring back the stripes. And this time, we'll make sure they stick around. Let's work together to create a world where all creatures, great and small, can thrive. And this time we'll make sure they stick around. Together, we can make a difference and ensure that the story of the Tasmanian tiger